What's up, people? Rabbi Jones here from RBJ Creative Studio, and today we're doing a tutorial on how to create a threshold. Okay, so thresholds basically is kind of like a black and white thing. It's more like how do you call it? I don't have the main name for it, but then yeah, it's something that deals with black and white. I don't know, but then I just have the idea as to how it works. Okay, so here's a picture of me with my dirty cap and my round glasses, and we're going to learn how to create a threshold using this image. Okay, so we move on to image on the upper part of our options. Then we come down to adjustments. So when you hover on the adjustments, you see there are a lot of options here, but then you move down to threshold, then you click on it. Then this is where you get a type of black and white. I don't know, there's like a word for it, but I'm just confused there. Okay, so you are given the threshold level. Right now it's at 128, so you can toggle it back, giving it more light. That is, it takes away more darkness and brings in more light. And if you go the other way around, it takes out the light, that's the white, and brings in more blacks. So you tune it to your preference, or you adjust it to how you want it to be. For me, I'll just be at 106 here because it still looks like me. Yeah, because if you go way back with the whites, you don't really get the image of whoever it is in a picture. But if you go way down to, yeah, it's the same thing, but then you have to stay in the middle where you can still identify the person in the image. Okay, so I'll be here around 100 somewhere, yeah, and I'll click on OK. So after clicking on OK, this is what happens. It gives you this kind of final detailing. So first of all, the lower versions of Photoshop was giving you like something like this part. You see, you won't get much details like what you are getting now on the forehead and under the glasses. Yeah, but now this is Photoshop version CC 2019, and you get this type of detailing in the image, so it still looks like the real image. Yeah. Okay, so another way of providing the threshold, I just hit on Control Z there to undo what I did. So you get the threshold by using this other method. You come down to the option here. This one, forgotten the name, but it's something. So when you get here, you see we have invert, posterize, threshold, gradient map, and selective color. So you can select threshold here, and it still does the same work. You have the threshold level here. You can adjust to how you want it to be. I want it to be at 100. 100 is okay. So the how do we call it? The advantages or the importance of using these two different types of threshold is the same threshold, but the method is quite different. So the first one kind of gives you the threshold, but you cannot toggle the threshold. You cannot take it off. You cannot unless you undo it. You can't reduce the opacity for it because it basically applies. Let me undo this one so that we can get what I'm trying to talk. So the adjustment, then to threshold here. Okay, so let me choose 100 real quick, 100, and let me hit on OK. So when you look at the layer side, you see the threshold works on the image, and now you can't reduce the opacity for the threshold only because it's now merged with the image. So let's look at the difference. Let me undo again and go in for the threshold down here. So you see this guy is also there, but after tuning the threshold for this one, you can reduce the opacity for this threshold to blend with the original image. You can even toggle it off and back on. So that is basically the advantages or the importance or the difference between the two options of the threshold. For me, I'll go with this one, but you see, looking at the tune, I don't know if I can do a kind of like how do you call it, a comparison. Let me see if I can get a comparison done right now. So let me divide this into two. Okay, what I did right now is I duplicated the original image and brought it up on the threshold. So I'm deleting half of that image, backspace for the delete. Then for the other half, I'm about to apply the other method of the threshold so we can see the difference between those two thresholds. So let me take it to 100 real quick. 100. Okay, nice. Okay, so now look at the difference between the two thresholds. You see, I don't know if you really get this, but there's more detail on the right side than on the left. Let me toggle off this one. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you saw this one. You see, there's a kind of detailing in the first one. I would like to go with the second option. That's the threshold, different type of option, but then for the small detailing that I get in the first option, I'll go with the first option. So let me toggle it off, back on. You see there's a difference in there. Yeah, so guys, basically this is all about threshold, and you can use threshold in your works. Say you want to apply an image of a client's work. You want to apply the client's image at the background. You don't want it to be this image. You don't want it to be like the raw image like this. You can apply the threshold to the image and place it at the background, and it gives you the perfect kind of combo. I don't know if I have a sample here, but let me see if I can get a sample right in. It's really nice. It helps bring out I don't know how to put it, but yeah, you get quality works and stuff. I did one work here. I don't know if I'm going to find it. I have a lot of works, and I don't really know. Oh, let me see. Yeah, I think this guy is here. So basically the threshold kind of gives you, yes, this type of effect. Oh, come on, this type of effect. You see there's an effect here. Yeah, this type of effect. That is what basically the threshold does. So I'm even lost for words. Yeah, so guys, that'll be it for today's tutorial. Kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment if you have a question or if you have a suggestion, if you have anything to say about the threshold and whatever. Yeah, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.